Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 119 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. We're doing one thing every day to get what we want in the different areas and aspects of our life. This month, the month of April, we are focusing on our spiritual well-being, our spiritual health. And so at the end of this month, for the last 5 days, today's day 6, step 6, we're going through a goal setting process that we identified in January. We went through a lot of different frameworks, a lot of different topics and things about general goal setting. And then we looked at a life framework that I use that's a 9-part life framework: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. I added in 2021 following the craziness of the COVID pandemic. And each month, 9 months out of this year, we're going to focus on and talk about goals specifically in that area. So this month is spiritual. And today's step 6 of the goal setting process that we decided that we're going to ingrate and install in our subconscious is resources, support, and accountability. So what the heck does that mean? And how do we go about making sure we have that for the goal that we've set for ourselves? I set a goal that I'm going to start a nonprofit that helps people with chronic pain. And in order to do that, we talked about what my current situation is versus what I want the desired situation to be. And then I set step 2, we did SMART goals. We took that goal, that big overarching goal, and said, okay, we're going to add the SMART framework to it. And then we broke it down in bite-sized pieces, and we came up with the tasks, all the tasks that needed to be accomplished, not all of them, but a brainstormed list of them. Then we said, okay, well, what's our overarching strategy and our plan? Yesterday we talked about milestones and progress. How do we know we're moving toward what it is that we want? And today we're talking about resources, accountability, and support. Resources are, what do I need that I don't already have or that I do already have to make this goal a reality? And then we start thinking about, well, I might not have the resources, but how can I borrow, beg, or somehow get access to the resources I need in order to do what I want for this goal? Secondly, support is, no man is an island. None of us are islands. We don't really create anything great in the world all by ourselves, right? Very seldom. I mean, even if you're a famous artist or a famous author, you don't create that greatness on your own. Other people have to consume and agree and say, yeah, that's a great story. I mean, I think of the Harry Potter stories. I'm like, yep, she wrote the first one on her own and the others, but then she had a team of people that helped her to make it possible to create that whole series and create actually a billion-dollar brand. So what kind of support do we need? Do we need emotional support? Do we need practical support, like somebody to help us with the kids, somebody to help us with the laundry, somebody to help us with the cutting the lawn, the housework, things so that we can free up our time in order to achieve the goal that we've set for ourselves? Maybe we need some spiritual support. Since we're talking about spirituality, that might be a big one to consider as we're considering the support and resources and things that we need. Resources, of course, I forgot to say this, but they're either financial, time, materials, or human resources. And we might need some things or help in all of those areas and resources in all those areas. And finally, accountability. How do we hold ourselves accountable to achieving the milestones we've set for ourselves and the overarching goal that we've set for ourselves? What are some things we can put in place to keep us on track and help us be accountable to doing what we say we're going to do? I, a long time ago, decided that I can fool other people some of the time, but I can never really fool myself. So if I'm going to commit to something and say I'm going to do it, then I'm actually going to do it. So I actually hold myself accountable really, really well. But sometimes we need an accountability partner, maybe a friend, a family member, a spiritual leader, a coach, or a mentor to keep us on track and ask us those tough questions that sometimes we like to ignore and procrastinate on. So what are we going to do for our action item today? Just think about what do you need for resources in terms of achieving this particular spiritual goal that we're working on? What support do you need or would you like? Maybe it's not, you don't need it, you can do it on your own, but support would make achieving the goal so much easier. Sometimes we just join a community and that makes achieving our spiritual goal almost effortless because we're in a community of like-minded people and we're all moving in the same direction. And finally, how will you hold yourself accountable? Do you need an accountability partner? And not even do you need one? Do you want one? Do you want someone to help hold your feet to the fire so that you do what you say you're going to do? All right, any questions about this, hit me up. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow for the final step, step 7 of our goal setting process on spirituality. Any questions? Ask. Please ask, because sometimes one of the resources we need is to ask someone who's done something that we haven't done before, but someone else that has done that. All right, have a great day.